What's up, guys? My name's Kenny. Hope you're all feeling good today. It is Wednesday, November 26th. This is the New York Times Pips. Let's go ahead and get started here. We got the easy puzzle today. We have a greater than 0. Okay, so that's not going to be 0 down there. This is an interesting shape. I've never seen this shape before. I like it. So everything's going to go horizontally here. So it's going to be a 0 and something else. It's also going to have, yeah, it's going to be anything, I feel like. Okay, well, what do we have 3 of? We have 3 4s. So is it going to be the 4s down here? I think it has to be the 4s, right? Okay, so this ecoregion down here is 4s. Where's the 0, 4 going to go? It can't go in the greater than 0. It's not greater than 2. So our 0 has to go here, which means that our other 0 has to go up here. So this is 5s. So now we can put our 5 in here. So we have a 4. 3 is greater than 2, and then 4, 1. See, these are the kinds of unique puzzles that I really, really enjoy. It doesn't have to be a number. It doesn't have to be a letter or a shape. It doesn't have to look like a dog. This is just so interesting the way it is. And this is one of the more interesting, easy puzzles that I've seen done. And I really, really like this. So whoever made this puzzle, good job. Now, just because I don't praise a puzzle doesn't mean it's not good, but let's go ahead and move on to the medium one. All right. So what do we got on this one? We got an ecoregion there at the top of 3 digits in it. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get the region set up. It doesn't really look the way I want it to, but this is fine. This is a not equal region with 4 digits. This is an 11. So 11 has to be 5 and 6. How many 5s? We only have 1 5 on here. Well, if we only have 1 5 on here, that 5 can't go right here because that 1 is not greater than 2. So the 5 goes right here. So now there's a 1 in this not equal region. This has to be a 6 and something greater than 2, which... So it's just not the 6, 2. So, I mean, this ecoregion could be 6s, but we also have 3 2s. Oh, yeah, this ecoregion has to be the 6s, because how would you put the 2s in here if there's not a double 2? Because of this empty, yeah. So this has to be... yeah, it can't go here because then it would have to be 6 and something greater than 3, and we only have a 6 2 and a 6 3. So it goes here for sure. And then this other 6 over here has to be the 6 3. And then this one right here is going to be the 6 2. Okay. So we have a 1 and a 2 in here. So we have 0 3 4 that can go in there. Greater than 2. Or no, that's less than 2. Oh, less than 2. Could be a 1 0. Greater than 3. Okay, that's a 4. Now, I don't know whether the 4 goes to the side here or if it goes down. I mean, I could just try to visualize both of them. Well, since that's the 4 in there, then that means... Okay, that means the 4 is not going in the not equal region. So that means that we need the 0 and we need the 3 in here. So this 3 is not going to go right here because 2 is not less than 2. So the 3 is going to go like this, which means that the 4 2 is going to go over here. And now this needs to be a 0 in there because we already have a 1 in there. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay, took me a little bit on the longer side time-wise to do this one for me. But we got there. I had to do a lot of thinking on it. All right, let's go to move on now to the hard puzzle. Okay. All right. Hard puzzle. Let's see if I can do this one. So, what do we have on here? This is an interesting shape. Okay, so this square right here is, there's no way to put a domino right here because then you'd have 3. So whatever this is, whether these lay horizontally or vertically, doesn't matter. We're going to need a domino in this position right here, and it's going to have to be a double. Now, we do have 3, 3, we have 1, 1, we have 2, 2, so it could be any of those. But we can eliminate the 1s because we don't have 2 more 1s to put on there. Oh, we do have a 1. Okay, but we don't have another 1. We don't have 4 1s. So you need 4 of the same digit. It could be 3s. We have so many 3s. What about 2s? Could this be 2s? How many 2s do we got? We have 1, 2 right here. Do we have another 2? We only have 3 2s? It looks like we only have 3 2s. Okay, so we can say for sure this is a 3, 3 right there. There's our first domino in. All right, now, first of all, do we have anything that just adds up to 8? I don't know if this is necessary to even think about, but we don't have any dominoes that add up to 8. So something's going to go right here. It's going to have a 3 in it. Maybe I should consider where the 3, 0 is. Because where can the 0 go in this puzzle? It can't go in the equal region. There's not 3 zeros. I can't... No, it technically could go in the 10 region. Okay, never mind. I can't determine that. Well, no, it can't go in the 10. No, it could. The only way the 0, 3... Okay, this is probably not important really to the bigger puzzle overall, but this is kind of an interesting point to make as far as understanding how this could work. So I'm going to go off on a side tangent here. Let's talk about the 0 and whether or not the 0 can go into this 10 region. Now, it could go into the 10 region if we had enough 3s. Now, do we have enough 3s for this to work with this puzzle? Well, we would need 2 3s in here, and then would we have 2 more 3s left over to go in here? So we have 1, 2... No, that would not work. We only have 3 3s left over, so we couldn't put the 0 in here. So that would mean, well, then could we put the 0, 3 in there like this? The answer is no, because then we would need a 7 domino. We don't have that, so we can't put a 7 in here. So then the only place for the 0 to go would be right here. Is this possible? Yes. Then this could be 6, 6. Is that something that I should consider? Well, one of our 6s is attached to a 3, which if we put that in here, let's just say like this, we would not have enough 6s or enough 3s left over, because with this one's attached to a 3, we would have a 3 over here. We wouldn't have enough 3s for this. So in a weird way, this doesn't work either. So I don't know if that's... I might as well use that information. Well, how could I use that information? All that tells me is that the 3, 0 is either here or here. So that whole side tangent doesn't really help me solve the puzzle. But it tells me the 0 is not in this 10 region. Okay, good to know. Okay, all right, guys. Now that we're back on track, let's actually figure out how to do this. So the 15 region could be 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. Yeah, that would work. We have 4 5s on here. 4 5s? Yeah, we have 4 5s. It could be 5, 5, 5. It could also be 6, 4, 5. It could also be 6, 6, 3, but we just worked out that it can't be 6, 6, 3. Right, that's okay. That's actually important. We just worked out it can't be 6, 6, 3. Or could it? No, we just said it couldn't be the 0, 3 here. Hold on. Is there any reason why it can't be the 3, 4 though? No, what was the reason I said? So no, we figured out it couldn't be a 3. Or did I? Am I wrong about this? Yeah, because one of these 6s is attached to a 3. But why could this not just be a 6, 3 right here? Wait. See, guys, I love little things like this that just like, wait a minute, like figuring out weird things like this, even if it's not gonna help me solve the puzzle faster. I like thinking about these things. So I just realized that these dominoes, this thing was showing, but anyway, it could be 6-3 like that, and that's no problem. I wonder if that is how we do it. Okay, so it's not possible to use a different 3 in here other than the 6-3. That's what I've learned. But it is possible to put a 6-3 domino in there. Huh. Yeah, if you did put the 6-3 dom, well, you could always put it this way. Well, you can't put it this way. It would have to go in horizontally, because what I figured out about this is that whatever we put here, this is going to have to go in horizontally here. I don't know what it's going to be, but this has to go in horizontally here, because we can't put this in vertically because we don't have anything that equals 8. We don't have any domino that adds up to 8. So the 6-3 would not be able to go vertically down if it is. See, I don't even know if it's a 6-3. Let's maybe we should move on from that 15 region, because I don't know if that can be 6-3. Well, maybe we got to think about the 15 region though. Maybe the 15 region is the key to this. Hold on. But it could be, maybe there's multiple solutions as well. This is definitely the type of puzzle that could have multiple solutions. Because there are multiple ways to add up to 8. There's multiple ways to add up to 10, 15. Okay, maybe the equal region actually is the key. What could this be? I don't know if it can be 6s. No, we only have 2 6s? I thought we had 3 6s. We only have 2 6s. Okay, never mind. Could it be 1s? Yes, it could be 1s. Okay, it could be 1s. What about 2s? Yeah, it could be 2s as well. It can't be 3s. It can't be 4s. It could be 5s. But again, we might need the 5s for the 15 region. Well, we also got to think about how are we going to add up to 8. We could go 5-3, but that uses up one of our 3s. Oh, God, this is hard. There's so many like different things to consider on this one. And because there's too many ways to add up to 8, too many ways to add up to 15, too many ways to add up to 10. We have multiple things that could be in this equal region. I have to maybe just put stuff in and hope it works. I think that's all I can do, because there may be multiple solutions here. So I think I might just do that. Just go for it and just try things out. There's no way to calculate so many steps ahead in my head without putting stuff in physically. I don't have the brain power to do this all in my head. So what do I try out? So let's just use intuition here. Let's use intuition. This equal, man, the 5s. Like if we put the 5s in the equal region, are we gonna have enough 5s for the 15 and the 8? I suspect we're gonna need the 3-6 somewhere over here. So, like, I'm wondering if I should just try one of these. Maybe it's better to put... We have a 3-4? Wait, we have a 3-4. Wait. So if this 8 region was 4-4, we would be using up one of our 3s. We could always make this 3-6. And this 6-5, but then you use up one of your 5s. So now this being 5-5-5 would be kind of tough. Yeah, no, we don't have enough to add up to 10 now. Like, this almost looks like it would work. But then we have 1-1-1 here. So I don't think this is 6-6s over here. See, this is what happens. I tried something out. It didn't work. I don't know if the... Okay, let's maybe the key is actually the 6-3 here. I think there might be multiple solutions to this. 6-3, that's 9. So then we need another 6. 6-5. This is going to be our 2s in here. God, I'm just guessing. Where's our 1s? Oh, maybe our 1s are... You know what? Well, no, the 1s could just go right here. The 1s could definitely just go right there. But oh no, then we... No, 8 can't be 5-3. Not if we're using 6-3 up here. No, I don't think this is 6-3 in the 15 region. I just don't. Could it be... We gotta try 5-5-5. But we tried 5-5-5 with the 4s in here. So now we need these to add up to 4? Is this not 2s up here? Where would our 2s go if not up there? Wait. Oh, see, now I'm getting way overcomplicated. Now I'm getting... See, because I can't get any firm, like, foundation, like, some structure, some starting off point. I can't use any logic and deduction to, like, get me a clear starting point. This is hard. I mean, I hope I'm not wrong with this being 3s. I'm pretty confident with these being 3s, but that's the only thing I'm confident in. This is a disaster. I don't know what to say. I mean, if this was 5s... How could this be 5s? Because then we wouldn't have very many 5s for the rest of this. This would have to be 6-4-5, maybe? I mean, let's try this as 5s. I don't know how this is going to work. 6... Well, maybe this is actually possible. Hold on. It did work with 6-3-6 in there. Oh no, but I used up my 3s. No, that's why that doesn't work. Oh, that's exactly... No, we already figured out that doesn't work, right? It doesn't work for this reason. Okay. God, what am I... That... Maybe this is 1s? Maybe this is 1s. It has to be 1s. 2-2 is 4. 6-5 here. 5-2, 6-3 here. 3-0, 3-4, 4-5. Oh my God. What a disaster, man. I tried out the 2s up there, then I tried the 5s. I mentioned 1s earlier at the top in that equal region, but I didn't try it out. I mean, maybe there's something with the 1s where it's like, since you need to add up to 8 and you need to add up to 10 in those 2 regions, maybe you could say if you don't put the 1s in the equal region, they're not big enough numbers to help you add up to 8 and 10. Like, where are the ones going to go in the puzzle? But I thought that one of them could just be... Yeah. I worked out that this was horizontal, so this couldn't be a 1-5 going up vertically like this, because this had to be horizontal. So where else would the 1 go? We don't have a 1-3. We don't have a 1-3. I mean, even if we put a 1-1 here. I mean, I guess you could put a 1 in here, and then you have to add up to 9 with 2 digits, which we could have done. I don't know, there's 6 and 3. No, not 6. You need your 3s, so 5 and 4. Oh my god, this was just... I had no idea what was going on this one. Longer video today. Super long video. Can't believe it. Tough one. But this is the kind of Pips puzzles that I enjoy trying to figure it out. But there's just no way for me to figure out. I had no clear idea of what to do on this. A lot of puzzles have a very clear, like, breakthrough idea. This one didn't. Maybe it was the 1s. I don't know. Figuring out that equal region was 1s. This one stumped me. I mean, yeah, I usually do decent at Pips, but this one absolutely stumped me. So, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoy watching, even if I take a long time to do it, hit that like button. I appreciate your support on the channel. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time.